Most people assume that reaching space is the only hard part of a mission, and that once a satellite arrives, it simply floats effortlessly in a calm, weightless void. In reality, the environment immediately surrounding Earth is highly aggressive, constantly attempting to pull the spacecraft back down or scour it with invisible radiation. Every machine placed in orbit immediately faces a relentless assault from extreme gravitational pull, residual atmospheric drag, massive temperature swings, and intense space radiation. So how exactly do engineers build a machine capable of operating in the deadliest environment known to humanity? Escaping Earth's atmosphere is really just the preamble. Long-term survival up there requires a continuous, high-speed physical and mechanical battle. To understand how a spacecraft survives, we must first look at what an orbit actually is. An object in orbit isn't floating, it is in a perpetual state of free fall toward Earth. It doesn't crash due to sideways velocity. Moving laterally, the falling object misses the curving Earth. In low Earth orbit, maintaining this requires traveling 28,000 kilometers an hour. But orbital velocity decreases as altitude increases. At 36,000 kilometers, spacecraft move much slower. This is geostationary orbit. Because its orbital period perfectly matches Earth's rotation, satellites here appear to hover stationary over one exact location, making this altitude essential for communications and weather tracking. Choosing an orbit is a fundamental trade-off between the speed required to stay aloft and the specific vantage point needed over the planet. Spacecraft are rarely stuck in their initial orbits. Moving between altitudes requires a Hohmann transfer, sliding from one circular path to another using two precisely timed engine burns along an elliptical transfer path. But changing the angle of an orbit relative to the equator, its inclination, is much harder. That angle is largely locked in the moment the rocket leaves the launch pad, determined by the launch location and heading. This leads to a geographic launch hack. By launching eastward from locations near the equator, rockets piggyback on Earth's own rotational speed, requiring far less propellant to reach orbital velocity. Every maneuver in space is a strict transaction. Changing a spacecraft's velocity or position always costs a piece of its finite fuel supply. Even when positioned perfectly, a spacecraft in low Earth orbit faces constant friction from an incredibly thin residual atmosphere, which creates drag and slowly degrades its altitude over time. Countering this orbital decay requires periodic reboost maneuvers. The International Space Station, for example, must use its onboard propulsion to push itself back up into a stable altitude. Then there is the thermal challenge. Without air to distribute heat, the side of a spacecraft facing the sun becomes dangerously hot, while the shadowed side plunges to deep freeze temperatures. Engineers manage this using active and passive thermal control systems. Reflective multi-layer insulation, specialized coatings, and radiators work together to keep internal electronics within their safe operating ranges. To run these systems, large solar panels convert sunlight directly into power, while specialized battery systems take over whenever the craft passes into the darkness of an eclipse. To keep those panels pointed at the sun without wasting fuel, engineers use attitude control. Internal spinning reaction wheels use momentum to manipulate the spacecraft's orientation without consuming propellant. Maintaining these systems transforms the spacecraft into a highly active mechanical organism, one that continuously regulates its internal life support to endure the extreme conditions of the void. Every space mission is an exercise in extreme compromise, forcing engineers to perfectly balance a list of conflicting requirements. Every kilogram of scientific payload means one less kilogram for maneuvering propellant, and power generation capacity must be carefully weighed against the immense communication requirements of deep space missions. All of these survival systems and fuel reserves are strictly limited by the maximum lifting capacity of the specific rocket used for launch. Mastering the physical laws of orbital mechanics and these fundamental spacecraft systems is the prerequisite for all off-world exploration. While keeping a machine functional in the vacuum depends on these precise orbital and mechanical balances, the initial act of escaping Earth's gravity requires raw, explosive power, and that takes us directly into the mechanics of rocket propulsion.